Y'all roll out, nigga. Yeah. See this here full of straight ballin' niggas. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. I'm Rob. He's Rick.
What's up, dude?
You got to bring it in better than that next time. I thought you was going to keep the song going.
No, I wasn't going to keep the song going.
This is the Captain's Law podcast and YouTube show.
Yes, sir.
The two hosts with the most.
Hosties.
I guess, didn't somebody copyright that?
I don't know.
Who joined was that host with the most? Somebody let me know. Let me know.
Somebody did. I am your host with the or something.
We'll figure it out. Anyway,
Okay.
man, got a late start tonight, man. Had some other shit going on. My apologies. We still here. I know it's a little late, but y'all can still fuck with us. Or you can catch us on the post-production. But anyway, how was your weekend?
It was actually chill, low key, except for Sunday. Sunday was fucking brutal.
What you end up doing?
Chopping all that fucking wood and putting down grass seed and shit in the rain.
So why ain't you just get a chainsaw?
No, I rented a log splitter.
Oh,
But I still had to move them huge fucking logs.
you had no hand truck?
No, the fuck?
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
Why am I in the grass?
how far you got to move it?
You knew well, them shits lined the entire fucking backyard.
I'm just trying to make it
All the way to the driveway.
trying to make your life easier.
No, I made it easier. I was fucking Brian was there.
You know, Brian. At this point, Brian will do whatever to get his ass out the house.
That's my man though. So he got up early with me. Met me at the home depot. Pulled the joint over.
What you call it?
Home depot.
I call it Home Depot. Home Depot.
Nope.
I got it on TikTok.
With the fucker, he met me there. We hooked the log split up, drove to the house. As soon as it got the cranking, as soon as we were like, I rented it for the entire day for like 24 hours. I only needed it for 4 hours.
How much that run you?
It was like $100 bucks, $105.
How much would it have been if you'd got it for less time?
It was like $70.
Oh, well, shit. You know,
So-
it is what it is.
Yeah, so but and then once we were done, we took it back. I came back, started raining, had to go to the grocery store, and I was like, shit, I gotta put this grass seed down. So in the rain, here I am, throwing down fucking topsoil and fucking grass seed. And then I ate good. See my plate.
It's
And catfish nuggets,
It's a very nice plate.
macaroni and cheese, green beans with smoked turkey necks,
Sound like
and that honey butter cornbread. I went to sleep.
Sound like a pretty decent weekend.
Yeah, it was good. Though. What'd you do?
Okay. Well, I worked, per usual. Worked my last Saturday, though. Last Saturday.
Let's fucking eat that.
I had to get that in there. I got to turn the volume up on that. Hold on. Let's get a volume check on the lady screaming. Calm down. So I worked my last Saturday. Got my start date.
Shout out to that. Shout out to the
Got my
fucking
start date. Listen.
Shout out to the fucking start date, because Lord, I fucking needed it to come.
Yeah.
I think I wanted the start date to come before you did.
Hey,
Motherfucker,
listen.
like no.
So got the start date. My last day is going to be on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Sweet day. I would say bittersweet. It's just all sweet. There's no bitterness. I'm
What
leaving
time you
all
get
that
off on
shit.
Friday?
Regular time. I'm going to the barber shop. I'm going to get lined up. I got a new cut. When I went back to my Even Steven, left some hair on the hair. My wife said this. She said this was, in her words, this was given old. Well, my old high and tight was given old. So I just got the shape up because we was running late. But see, the only thing is about the haircut is the reason why I start getting the high and tight, because I ain't got no corners. Look at my corner. The corner dead. Where's that? This shit just going straight down. I wish you could zoom in on that.
So I was like,
Yeah, up there like that's all I got.
Let's just sketch your shit.
That's the reason. I didn't want to be that guy to be looking like, man, he might as well just cut that shit off, bro. Like I know that's what they thinking.
You'll be there in a year or two. It's okay.
But so got that
Ball game.
together. Found out some close family had lost a child, man. So heart and prayers go out to them.
Condolences.
Pulled up on them to see them, get them some love. Sunday chilled out a little bit, ran a few errands, man, and went to the concert, went to Teddy Swims concert. Shout out to Teddy Swims. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube. White guy, bunch of tattoos, kind of kind of Action Bronson-esque, but he's kind of like a to me, it's like he got soul, his voice got soulful voice. So he can do like R&B, and then he can do like a upbeat alternative type deal, and then he do covers too. So I had never heard of him, but we pulled up with the Clevengers on a surprise date night. Went to L'Oreal Plaza.
I ain't been to
eats
L'Oreal
there.
Plaza in a minute.
Yeah, went in that joint, got the shrimp and crab meat quesadillas. Pretty good. It was a lot of cheese though. Went up in the concert, saw some things in the concert. We'll talk concert etiquette in a little bit. I'm a stickler for my etiquette. But overall, we had a good time. Honestly, me and the wife, we felt old in that joint. We was in that joint, standing. My lower back was killing me. I had the Vans on, wrong shoe of choice, trying to look cute, and fucked around. And I was like, "Look, we're gonna wait."
Should have wore your New Balance.
That's why I said we're gonna wait for y'all in the car. Y'all take y'all time. We going to the fucking car. We sat in the car about 20 minutes and they came out. So, that was it, man. Ran some little errands today, man. But I'm good to go.
That's what's up. Now it's Monday.
It is Monday. So what we got? So We Own the City came on last week. First episode, HBO.
Yep.
Came on at 9. It's actually getting ready to come on in about 8 minutes. We'll catch it. We'll catch it later. We got all week. So we're just gonna do a little recap. I caught the episode, live premiere. And I watched it and I got some thoughts on it. I want you to go ahead first. Well, you can go ahead and do your recap it.
All right, so We Own the City. It's pretty much focusing on Baltimore's gun trace task force. The lead detective is John Berthnall. He played on Walking Dead and also The Punisher. His name is Sergeant Jenkins in this movie. He's like that top shot cut. He remind me of, remember the movie The Other Guys with fucking Mark Wahlberg and fucking
Rock and
Will.
Samuel.
Yeah, so he reminds me of Samuel Jackson and Rock when that movie first came out, because he's just like he's the big league. He can do no fucking wrong and so on and so forth. But he's an asshole and a dickhead.
He is.
They showed him. One thing that I like about this episode, what they covered was they really didn't give you too much, right? I think this was I would call this an introductory episode, because they introduce you to all, I would say, the key players. So you got the Baltimore police and their task force. I think it was it Harford County or Howard County?
Harford.
I think it was Harford County, their sheriff's office. Then you got the DOJ, they're involved, and then the federal prosecutors and stuff too. So they're encompassing it. They're showing everybody, getting everybody brief introductions, but they're not giving everybody's story yet, which is what I think.
Yeah.
So
they did a little bit.
But the only one that they gave for real is John Berthold.
The one, and the other cop will be beating people's ass.
Oh, I didn't get to him. So, Herschel.
Yeah,
his name is Officer Herschel. So Officer Herschel's you think Berthold's a dickhead or Jenkins is a dickhead. Herschel's the biggest dickhead. Like, everybody knows that he's known for fucking people up.
But he also plays a dirtbag role. He
good. Always, he does. I think he's like a legit dickhead.
He's like the Blair Underwood of the white dickhead actors. Like, he was a dickhead in Four Brothers. He was a dickhead.
Not fucking Blair Underwood, but yeah, he was. So, his scene pissed me off right out the bat. I was like, I'm gonna hate this motherfucker. So, shout out to Anwar Glover, aka Big G.
He got his cameo.
He got pulled over by Herschel, and Herschel pretty much treated him like shit. You know what I mean? In front of his son, right? So, the way that route that Big G took, as far as being calm, cool, collective in front of his child, not risking anything, that was good on him. Because obviously he already knew that cop could have fucked him up. But then later on in the episode, they had a incident where Herschel was locking somebody up and he fucking punched his ass, like almost knocked him the fuck out, but he's bleeding pretty bad. So, whole bunch of shit happening. They're just showing what everybody's working on, what cases, how some of their shit, how they're tracking some of the same people. But then the dirty cop shit started coming up, and then you see that some of Herschel's partners are locked up.
Yeah.
And
you peek out it. They ain't said it off Bucks. They just let us go.
Yeah, I just thought so. The dude, I didn't recognize that the dude was the cop until almost like halfway through the episode. But he's locked up and he's pretty much letting the what's the IA? What's the internal affairs? Letting the internal affairs folks know how they conduct their business when they're doing all these arrests. And then towards the end, Jenkins gets locked up. And he pretty much hits him with the God mode shit. Do you know who the fuck I am? I'll be out of these cuffs tomorrow, all that other shit. And then it ends off there. So I'm interested to see what he's going to talk about while he's arrested. And then I get a little bit more into the other characters. But so far, it piqued my interest. That's where I'm at right now.
All right. So you
man, damn.
Look, I'm picky. I thought the acting was a little bad, bro.
Nah.
I thought it was. So I'm not saying it's a bad first episode. I just think
acting was bad by who?
A couple of people.
Who? I'm asking.
All
who?
right. So I'm looking. What's the main guy? Give me the main guy's name.
Marlo?
No, not him. The white guy.
John Berthold.
I thought his acting was okay.
But how can he act any better than a dickhead?
I guess he's establishing his personality, who he's gonna be.
Yeah, he's
maybe it's just because I haven't really seen him in this notion. So to me, it's kind of coming off as like
off-putting.
It's coming off as overacting. So I'm not saying it's bad.
It do kind of seem like he's doing too much.
It seems like he's doing too much.
I'll give you that.
So
I wouldn't say it's bad acting.
So then I want to talk about my man. I want to talk about a young boy who was a runner from The Wire.
Oh, Trey.
Talking about Lord Trey.
Trey Chaney. He's
Trey
Officer Hawk.
Officer Hawk. He got a lot of good camera time. So I think for him,
he just looked weird.
He kind of looked weird to me.
He just looked weird because so he looks weird because he's on the other side.
Exactly. So it's so hard.
It's him and Marlo. Marlo's a fucking homicide. He's a homicide detective.
Well, see, the thing is because Marlo was on Bosch. I
didn't watch Bosch. So
Bosch is fucking like that. I already kind of accepted him, like this is who he is. But he looking weird, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, okay, he got I don't know if he's ever had a role this big since then, but I think he's kind of adopting that role, and then he's kind of evolving it. So I'm just waiting to see more from him.
Right.
You remember the lady who the white lady who was dating the black dude who was a captain. Bald black dude. They was dating. She was like a lawyer.
Oh yeah.
You know she was in, right? You know she was in it, right? She was the white lady who they was talking to.
Oh,
you couldn't even recognize her, right? Oh my gosh, she looked terrible. So I seen her. I was like, damn, that's her. The new police commissioner, the big white guy. It was good to see him.
He was on what other movies he was on that was?
I don't remember him on shit else but that.
He reminded me of the dad from Dinosaurs.
Yeah. So
not the mama.
I think it was good. You know what I'm saying? You threw a couple of cameos in there. You threw Big G in there. Hopefully, I would hope he would get another role. But if not, it's still good to see him. I'm like, all right, it's good to see everybody, but let's get to the fucking show. So honestly, I just feel like they didn't really tell you shit. They just kind of they just kind of laid the foundation for this is the scenery that we dealing with. And stand by. So I thought that it was going to be 2 episodes, but I was like, damn, how you just going to end like that?
It's not going. You know how many episodes it's going to be?
How many?
It's a limited series, so it's only 6 episodes.
Oh, so it's short. Oh, fuck.
It's only 6 episodes, and it's another thing that I found out when I was reading this weekend that these, of course, this whole entire show is based off of true events. It was actually written. It was a book written about it. But then the other guy, I forgot the guy named the director from the Wire. Him and a guy who wrote the book specifically said they're not trying to compare this to the Wire, and they're trying to make it seem like it's a add-on to the Wire, but they're just trying to get a different perspective based off of what was actually happening in Baltimore.
I get that, man, but I mean, when you go and add a bunch of people from the original cast, it's kind of hard to for people not to think that.
Yeah. So the entire time I watched it, I was like, it's not the wire, it's not the wire, it's not the wire, not the wire.
But I'm just expecting certain shit, and it's like now I'm seeing people who didn't really have big roles in The Wire to have bigger roles now. So, like I said, I just think it's an adjustment. But I mean, we'll see with episode 2, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
So my question for the audience is like, what are you expecting to see in the second episode? What are your thoughts on the show as of now, if you're watching it, and what are you expecting to happen in the future? Just let me know.
What you think is going to happen this next episode? Episode 2.
They're going to introduce more people that we haven't seen yet. I mean, I'm just looking on here, and there's people on there I haven't seen. So I just think they're just going to slow. If it's only 6 episodes, you're probably going to see 4 or 5 new people just on the second episode.
I think they're probably just going to start going into some people's story now.
I think so. But what I'm saying is, if you're saying it's only 6 episodes, and this first episode was shallow, bro. So it's like
the next 5 is about to be hitting.
So
that's why I'm saying that. That's why I think they're going to start going into people's stories and shit.
I'm definitely expecting shit to be popping this episode. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Grab popcorn.
So let's move on, man. So it's that time of the year, man. It's prom.
Yes.
Did you ever go to prom?
Of course I did. I went to 2 proms.
I ain't going to no prom, bro.
What?
You know why I didn't go to? Well, the reason why I didn't go to prom, well, number one, I didn't have nobody to go with. Let's just start there.
Okay.
Let's keep it a bean.
All right.
I could have had somebody to go with, but my school prom was whack. So our school was mixed. It was mixed pretty evenly. So when my school had school dances and parties and shit like that, like,
did you go
to the school dances?
Yeah,
I went to those,
okay.
but I didn't go to prom. No, well, plus we was poor, so I ain't had no bread to get suit and shit. But like you get the music, you get whatever we want to hear, and then you get whoever everybody else wants to hear. Then you get whoever we want to hear. So it's kind of going back and forth. Hence, when I was going to parties at other schools, shit was banging. It was just what I wanted to hear the entire time. Right. So I just was like, I didn't really put any effort into doing it. I probably could have went and had a great time and took, a pretty girl or something like that, but I just didn't. But things have changed from the outfits to the antics.
Yeah, outfits has definitely got extreme.
Outfits are very extreme.
And please do not attack me. I know somebody's going to attack me, but I think it's a Southern thing.
It is.
It's
no. Well.
It's a Southern thing.
Not entirely. I think to the extreme is a Southern thing.
So where else have you seen the crazy shit that's close to us?
Well, we different here. So like our crazy ain't their crazy.
I'm talking about like the crazy with the colors, all that.
Oh no, it's down south. Yeah. So I mean, I think we adopted a little bit of it. Like we may just wear like I saw a picture of someone that had their son. He had like a red suit or tuxedo on. It was just red and he had a white shirt. Like
that's not crazy.
Like it wasn't out of pocket, but it's bright though. You know what I'm saying? I think that's about as far as we'll go.
That's fine, but like the tie-dye shit
I think that's about as far as we'll go. We'll do some colors.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the tie-dye, pink, purple shit that they be wearing down south. That's the shit I'm talking.
No, that's them. That's them. They always, they always been bright down south.
Yeah,
so you had this little girl that went out here.
Yep. Let's talk about it.
She done went out here.
Let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Had nice little gown on, but then she got a gun in her hand, and then she got a gun on her, sitting on top of her damn dress. What the hell is that anyway?
It's a
shotgun.
It's a bull pump shotgun. Yes.
So she got
a bull pump shotgun. She had a Glock. She had 2 guns on her dress, not including the dude that was standing on her dress too. Aiming the AR pistol. She had an AR pistol, 2 handguns, and a shotgun.
So apparently she thought this shit was cool. Well, apparently not, because now she's in the shit.
It's cool for other people to do it.
Man, look, it ain't cool.
But I'm telling you, there's pictures, prom pictures
I seen
of white kids with guns. No issue. This issue. Now, granted, there's a right time and right place to do everything, right? I don't think necessarily whatever she was trying to do, right? I don't think it hit. You went viral for the wrong thing, right? She'd have been better off at a gun range firing those weapons in, in her prom dress rather than standing outside pointing the shit. It's perception. That's all it is. It's
Absolutely,
perception.
because I saw some pictures. Of course, somebody gonna go and say, well, if they do it, then why can't we do it? I saw a picture, and I think it was like 7 or 8 young ladies, and they was holding shotguns. And they were like this. They were just holding them up. You know what I mean? Just as you would hold a shotgun. The thing is, I just well, first of all, you're talking to somebody who don't really care for guns. So sorry, but it to me it's not a good look. Any way you want, anyway. Like, what the fuck what does a gun got to do with you going to prom?
It has nothing.
Like that's so that's and,
I get it. Like I said, it's the
I
perception.
just want to leave it there. Like, I don't give a fuck what color you are. What does you holding a gun, whether you got it slung on your fucking back, or you pointing it, or you cleaning the shit, or you sticking it in your ass, like, what's the point? What is the point in having guns in your prom picture? When you gonna go back 20 years from now and look, boo, we was wild as shit, wasn't we? Yeah.
With Kodak Black looking.
You know what I'm saying? And now as a result, now what did happen to this?
So now what's happened is she got expelled from school. She cannot attend her graduation, despite that she is a straight A student, and she had a full ride to TSU, Tennessee State University, which was taken away from her. Now, and me, I am a big gun advocate. I have guns. I'm a firearms instructor, right? But like I said, it's perception. It's the right place and right time for everything.
So you feel it? Do you feel like the consequences was too harsh?
Personally, yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do think that they are too hard. But then, like I said, there's underlying shit that we don't know, right? Because in southern states, I'm assuming this is in a southern state. Don't know where it is.
It got to be.
Since
Probably
it's Tennessee,
somewhere.
if it's Tennessee, if she's going to Tennessee State, I'm assuming that she's in Tennessee. Their gun laws are a lot more relaxed down there, right? So my first thing is this a legal issue? Because if she's 18 and their law states that you're old enough to have firearms at 18, which is a lot of states are, when it's mainly shotguns and rifles, you can get them at 18. She's legally abiding by the law for the most part. But like I said, I'm just thinking about the legal aspect.
Okay.
But from the actual like perception, right? No school, no university is going to want anything or any tarnish to their name, right? So they're going to do what they see fit. Hence why they took hence why they taking her scholarship away. I could understand like if I don't know. Shit's wild to me. I just think the shit was too harsh, right? She could have gotten some other punishment. I don't know what that could have been, but I mean, hopefully that she can redeem herself from this, especially since she was a straight A student. But I think her character has been forever tarnished. From
I
this.
agree.
So I like I said, I think this punishment was a little too harsh. What other punishment could it be? I don't know. But I'd have been like, all right, look, you can't walk during your graduation, right? But and I left it at that. But then Tennessee, I'd have been like, all right, well, I don't know, you got to do something for the first semester or some shit, like community service, give a fucking class on gun safety or some shit. You know what I mean? Something like that, right? So you're not fixing the problem by taking her shit away. You fix the problem by making her educate herself and other people about gun laws, firearm safety, stuff like that. So I think that should have happened rather than, taking everything away from her. Because how she's going, me personally, I don't know how she's going to bounce back from that. Because no matter wherever she goes, right, she's going to have this following her for the rest of her life.
Absolutely.
That's
so I agree with you. I do think the punishment is harsh as fuck. I mean, I think as far as on the high school level, you know what I'm saying, maybe a suspension. Well, it's probably a suspension, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days, and maybe at the most, you know what I'm saying, you can't walk the stage,
right?
Take your diploma. But to expel them from school, I mean, people doing way worse shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it that. As far as the college, I mean, I don't really see how the college, like, I mean, who is this person? This just one person? I mean, is she famous in her hometown or something?
No.
So how? I mean, who would even know? Like,
Yeah,
how
they'd
about the
have never
school?
known who the fuck she was. And it's not like she's playing sports, from what I'm
Exactly.
told.
So I'm like,
She just got a full
so she's not an
scholarship to
athlete.
Tennessee.
She got an academic
And then it
scholarship.
ain't like, and no disrespect to the college, but Tennessee State. That's not like they're a D1 school.
I
You
thought
see what I'm saying?
TSU was Texas State.
No,
It's Tennessee.
it's Tennessee State.
Okay.
I read the article. It's
Okay.
Tennessee.
So, I mean, if I can see if she was a high profile student or athlete or something, yeah, I can see that. But she's literally just gonna blend in the crowd and she'll just have good grades. But it's like now, so you done expelled her from high school and you done took her scholarship away. But it's like, I hope she had other schools lined up. And they're willing to kind of look past that, because if not, she's pretty much fucked.
No, I'm about to say, like, in the article that I read, they actually got a screenshot of her Tennessee State giving her offer letter, like, hey, yes, on the behalf, welcome to our school, sort of so forth. But I mean, her family ain't making it any better neither. So that's why I tell people, like, man, what the fuck you do on social media? Because her aunts and shit was like, the white man trying to keep us down, Black Lives Matter, like that. Just leave that shit alone. Don't take it there.
It's still Still some accountability.
Still accountability,
there,
right?
Don't forget. Look, y'all be forgetting that shit. Y'all be forgetting about that A word.
Yeah,
accountability.
So that's what it is. Accountability is the biggest thing. But like I said, she'd have been better off. If you want to do that, just go to a gun range. They can't say shit to you at a gun range.
If she could have actually had herself filming her shooting the joint, glasses and all that, then they'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to prom from here." Like that shit would have been like, cool.
Yep.
It's kind of like that thing where, like,
it was like, "Oh, would you riding the prom with the gats and the blickies?"
See, that's the thing.
So
see, that's the thing.
Perception.
So you got to think about it. You messing around. Let's just say I'm a principal at a school. I'm active on social media, and I, somehow, some way, in a non-creepy manner, I'm following some of my students' accounts, and I see that shit. And you pull up to the fucking building, if I'm sitting there worried about the safety of the school, I don't know what your intentions are. I might have them peoples waiting for you when you pull up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened, right? I mean, but like I said, we don't know. We're only seeing what's on social media. I try not to divulge myself and what the fuck is going on social media, because there's so many stories, different perceptions, different versions of the story. You never really know the ground truth. But I can only go off of facts, right? She was a straight A student. She was going to prom. She posed with guns. They took all her shit.
Then she had a whole nigga standing on her dress.
That was her prom date.
He whacked for that. Don't stand on her motherfucker.
But that's what they do, though. That's what they do.
How much that motherfucking dress cost?
Somebody made that. Her cousin Kiki probably made that.
Kiki, do you love me? Face ass.
Kiki. But whatever.
Let's move on, man. So this ain't nothing new. I'm not even going to dip too much into it, but I just thought it was funny because I seen the reaction. So, Elon Musk, he done bought Twitter.
Yep.
I thought it was a fucking joke, but I mean,
that motherfucker's dead serious.
I guess, they was talking about like what he can buy with his money. Like they said that he has so much money that if he wanted to, he can go and buy every NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
He can buy every NBA team.
Yep.
He can buy every baseball team
and still have money.
He can buy every soccer team, and he can buy. What did I say? Hockey?
No.
Did I say baseball?
No.
He can buy every baseball team and almost every hockey team all in one. He can buy all them shits.
Yep.
And like motherfuckers, it's people that's like mad that he bought Twitter. I'm like, why? First of all,
how's it going to affect you?
Well, they're saying that he, his whole motto is like, he thinks Twitter fucking sucks. he thinks it sucks the way that I just started following him a little while ago, and I'll be looking at his posts, and he be making like posts like where he wants to talk to people. Like he was talking about like, how is this platform supposed to be so great? And you have like these celebrities, that are like at high status on Twitter, and then some of these motherfuckers ain't made tweets in like years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But you verify them.
One thing I will say, he's a realist. I would say that. Because that motherfucker tweeted some shit talk about, I don't know if he tweeted it or somebody like a fake account said, he said, I'm going to buy Coca-Cola and put cocaine back in it.
I see myself in Elon a little bit sometimes. He just wants.
He's a smart motherfucker though.
Real smart.
The only reason why I know about Elon, I did some stuff in the past in regards to him and shit that he does outside the United States. He got his hands in a lot of pots, bro. He got his hands in a lot of pots. Like Tesla alone itself, it's all over the world. All over the world. Like so, he's doing like he just has shit everywhere. Like he has his money, he has his hands in a lot of shit. That's one guy that probably has too much money for himself and doesn't know what to do with it. For you to buy, it was like 40 billion, 43 billion.
I ain't think Twitter was worth that much
for a platform.
Listen, Twitter is popping. We just don't use it like that.
My thing, I just want to know what is he going to do if he does make changes?
What is he going to do to make it more like a? I think Twitter. I think like when you get into that groove where like you following the right people and they following the right people, Twitter can be fucking hilarious. Twitter can be informational. I actually find out shit on Twitter fast in the news when I'm like at the desk.
Oh yeah.
But like it's people like mad and was like talking about leaving Twitter, and it was mainly black people. It was like, oh, the African American urge to leave Twitter. Like it was a celebrity that said that shit. I'm like, for what?
Let me tell you
Ain't
something.
it somebody white that already owned it before that?
Yeah, I think so. So
why y'all be doing that, bro?
My thing is, why the fuck do you got to take race into everything?
They were talking about. It's like we need to bring Black Planet, and we need to do all this. I was like, listen.
You had a Black Planet page?
Fuck yeah, nigga. Listen, as much as I had in MySpace, MySpace,
Black Planet. Did you had your Black Planet was the one you could
get the background.
You had the background and shit, the music on your head.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Black Planet. Black Planet told you that everybody was a motherfucking coder for a little second. Everybody, you had to put that code in there to get that background. Nigga had that go-go playing in there. Look, you know, if you had the latest go-go, the shit that just came out, you was the man, bro. Nigga, I was on that joint. I was on Black Planet trying to holler at everything. I was like, what's good? What's your sign?
Care about the fucking signs, boy.
What's your sign, boo? So I mean, if y'all want to leave Twitter, like, I'm gonna get in trouble. Uh-oh. You know, this whole like black domination takeover shit. I'm just not feeling it, bro. You know, I'm a for everybody type of person. Like, do I get irritated? You know what I'm saying? When I see some white people doing some shit on the train or some Hispanic people doing some shit, you know what I'm saying, when I'm in the store, or some Asian, I get irritated with everybody, but I don't want to like.
I get more irritated than us. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I do. I don't want to like. I don't want to like this perception where like we're supposed to take everything over and just fucking tower over the rest of the world just because that's how it fucking was, you know, back in the day. Like, bro, we can literally all live and hold hands and sing Kumbaya together, whether y'all like it or not.
I agree.
We may be coming in and we may be starting to take over sports that we usually don't do, or we may be starting to move into positions that we usually don't have. But we're still all on the fucking planet, bro. So the only thing we really need to do is for motherfuckers to open their eyes and just see that, hey, everyone is equal.
Now, this is my thing. So, do you think with what you just said, a lot of black people are actually racist?
Fuck yeah.
But they don't know it?
You know,
I think a lot of black people are racist and they just don't know it.
They don't want to call it that.
And they probably, and I'm pretty sure it's out there. Somebody that turned into like a whole phrase or whole word.
It's people out there who feel as though because we were oppressed back in the day that we're incapable of doing that. Listen. I seen some of the most racist black people in the world. When I be in the carryout and them motherfuckers come in there and be like, hey, let me get a motherfucking half. Hurry the fuck up. These motherfuckers be getting on my fucking nerves. Like, what them Asian people do to you?
Yeah, off rip.
You know what I'm saying? Or this white lady who just might just be just a tad bit too damn concerned with some shit that don't got to do with her. Starts with a K.
Mind your business.
You know what I'm saying? But man, I think everybody get irritated with somebody.
Yeah, everybody.
At some point.
My biggest thing is just be respectful. Like, if they're not fucking with you, if they're not doing anything that cause you bodily harm or put your life in danger. Just mind your fucking business, go about your business. I think that's people don't mind their fucking business.
Yeah, I just think we just different, man. But yeah, it's racist. Oh yeah,
There's
yeah,
a whole
yeah,
bunch of
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Listen,
out
y'all,
here.
listen, y'all can try to deny that shit if you want. Yeah, some of y'all black people out here, y'all motherfuckers is racist.
It's
And with whatever you've been through, hey, I'm sorry, but the word is the fucking word. Speaking to that,
the
so
bird is the word.
so I was
bird.
So I want to talk about this concert I was at last night, right? So this is the first time in a while I've been at a concert when there ain't been all black people. So this concert was majority white people. You know what I'm saying? And it was white band. The opener was a white band. You know, they was cranking. And it was the main performer, Teddy Swims, white guy. You know what I mean? Southern, I think from Georgia. So I'm just, I'm always scanning. So I'm half the time I'm enjoying the show, half the time making sure ain't nobody doing nothing stupid. So I'm watching like how the majority Caucasians in there moving, they partying, doing their dances, it's like, they acting like they getting struck by lightning in there. Oh shit, I got it.
The shoulder strike.
I got it. But they be partying, but they be doing the same little stupid shit that if I'm in the go-go or I'm in the club, they be doing the same shit, bro. It's just different. So I'll give you an example. Let's say we in the go-go. We didn't go on a seat back. We up Howard Theater somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The joint packed. And we up on the top area. You know what I'm saying? We up on the top where you can stand. We in there, and if some niggas come in, and this niggas already here, or they in this area they sitting, they're not just going to stand in front of you. They're just going to stand really close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to stand real close. You might get bumped a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A fight might break out as a result. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, back the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what the white people do. This what y'all be doing. Y'all will get in there and y'all will come over and you'll just keep looking around. You'll just keep looking and you doing measurements and shit. You like
surveying the area.
That's like, I figure about 6 centimeters and then they'll be like, oh, I can fit there. And they'll just come stand in front of you, dog.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
They'll come and listen. They try to stand.
Your mama and your daddy ain't no fucking glass maker, and you ain't clear, bitch.
They try to stand in front of this dude, right? The dude was sitting down. So if you're sitting down, and then the rail is in front of you. So all you got to do is stand up, and you good. The lady tried to come stand. He was like, He's like, what you not about to do is stand in front of me. She's like, but you sitting down. He's like, I can't see through you though. So she moved. She was mad. Went back to her husband. She was like, well, he can't have the seat and the railing. But the whole time you got in there late. So as time went by, napkins out in the hole. As time went by, they pretty much like just slowly started invading people's fucking space. So they'll just wait and see, like, if I just keep scooting over to you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll just let me get in your space. Listen, we're not sharing no fucking space. Me and my wife, we was purposely sitting like a little bit apart, just enough that, you know what I'm saying, people kind of wanted to ask, hey, can y'all scoot over? Hell fucking no, we not scooting over. I'm not scooting over, bro. I'm not scooting over.
Nah, Bob.
And you not standing in front of me. And they was in that joint drunk off canned Coronas and White Claws. But they was having a good time, though. So it's like, it's the party aspect. They partying. You'll never have to worry about, well, I ain't gonna say you got to worry about no fight breaking out, no shit like that. But they was partying, though. No. He don't play that type of, he don't play music. That nigga play music, just want you to hug nigga. That's it, man. Come here. We here together. Give me a noogie. Let me give you a noogie. But he not playing no upbeat music. I asked him, I was like, does he play anything that might get somebody ass whooped? But there was people in there drunk. But yeah. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to let my fellow Caucasians know that I be watching y'all. Y'all think y'all slick. Y'all ain't about to come in. Y'all ain't about to come in there and motherfucking carrying the spot, all right? It's all jokes, y'all. You know I love y'all.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I spilled my shit.
Yeah, he spilled his poisonous alcohol you put in your body over there. Just get yourself together. Still eating that pork too, huh?
Fucking right. I just bought me a whole pork belly.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I bought a whole pork belly.
During this journey of not drinking, there's definitely been some challenging days, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm definitely dying inside. I ain't had no pork. I'm dying inside. But
Don't worry, I'm about to make a mean BLT tomorrow.
But I tested it though, bro. I tested it. I didn't think it was pork. I tested it. So what I did was get them Costco pieces. Costco pieces banging, undefeated. The frozen
pepperoni has pork in it.
I know. No, I'm just saying. I'm just telling you how I figured it out. So my daughter don't eat. She don't eat pepperoni. So she just take them jaws up, pile them shits up.
Say pepperoni in my house.
So she leave them right there for me, and I'll be like, go ahead, just keep stacking it up. So what I did was I take them fat boy shit, take them motherfuckers,
stack them all up,
roll that bitch up on my piece of pizza, big bite, it's gone. The next day I'm shitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's not your body's not used to it no more.
So it was before that though. Even before that, like I've always had like the crazy bowel movement. But then it's like when I stopped eating that shit, then I started noticing. I used to be the rib god, bro. Everywhere I went, Outback Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays, ribs, bro.
I'm the wing dude.
I used to be on the ribs hard. Texas Roadhouse.
I'm the wing dude. I gotta get wings everywhere I go.
And I stopped eating that shit, dog, because my stomach would be ruined for like 2 days. So I'm definitely hurting. But I'm also eating a lot of chocolate. So I'm not really losing no fucking weight. Fuck. Chocolate just all of a sudden good as fuck now. But they say that's what happened. Like when you stop smoking and shit, like you start eating chocolate.
You start eating candy and shit.
Yeah. So now I'm snacking like a bitch. Nigga, I had the motherfucking bag of chips and the king size motherfucking cookies and cream bar.
Yeah,
from the local Dash Inn last night.
That's some fat shit.
You got anything else for the people?
It was something else.
I'm gonna say Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. We're gonna see y'all till Monday. That and then did you have a question for the folks today?
I did. I asked them about the show.
Oh, the show.
Yeah, I asked them about the show. I said, what do you guys think about the show so far, and what are your expectations?
I thought it was going to be like another off the wall question. You know, a lot of people respond to our last question. We had one individual, and I know it was going to happen. Somebody said they washed their ass first, and then so they can know how much of a shitty day they had.
So you just go all up in your ass and then wipe it on your chest and your neck.
Yep, that's what this individual said.
Ass neck.
So the only other thing I have is a dad joke. It's been a while. And I got this from this guy is this individual is actually pretty funny. You know him too. He's in our inner circle. What do you call James Bond while he's taking a bubble bath?
You're not gonna get me this time. I heard this.
You did?
I heard it. I was with you when I heard it.
007.
Fuck out of here.
You didn't like that one?
I mean,
shout out to my nephew Elijah for providing that.
It's only because I heard it. If I wouldn't have heard, I probably would have laughed.
You still laugh, man. But shout out to my nephew Elijah.
Shout out to little Lennox too. Lennox, pull up on
me. Every time I hear Lennox, I do that, and then every time he cries, Taya's on Brian's neck.
So one last thing, we had a little snafu with our last interview. We supposed to did it last week, didn't realize till after. So we're gonna reset that, reschedule it for May. I think it's gonna be a really good conversation. We actually got to get the dates together after this. But we're gonna do that, man. And we got some more folks. And if anybody else, man, you got some shit going on. And you feel like you might want to get on this joint and holler at us, man. Shoot us an email. The email is on there. Captainslogpodcastllc at gmail.com. Holler at us, man. Let's just, tell us your story. Let us tell it for you, or let you tell it to the audience. You know what I'm saying? Get with us. We ain't turning nobody away. You know what I'm saying? You got something to talk about that's interesting, come on this joint and fuck with us. We always putting people on. Everybody that we came on here with, you know what I'm saying, has definitely enjoyed it. We've enjoyed them.
Of course.
And we want to keep that shit up, man. We definitely want to keep it for the people. And we're gonna fuck with that panel thing, man, in May with Millennials versus the Word podcast. Really curious to see how that whole thing works.
Vlog for that.
So I'm gonna be taking some little videos. I'm gonna see if I can even get a word with the good man too. So Millennial man, get with me, bro.
Yeah, we there. But this is episode 93. We got 7 more before we get to 100.
71 for the full turner. I'm gonna be in this bitch level 3'd up. We ain't gonna be getting nothing accomplished. You're just gonna hear me laughing the whole fucking time. Stand by. You're gonna love it.
Oh my God.
But that's it, man. Captain out.